And then ay ay ay. You ready though? I'm ready to have a good show, man.
Like seeing the Earth. Brad, what part of the world is that right there? They're showing that big land. What is that? What land is that?
That looks like Africa.
Wrong. Next question.
The fuck out of here. Do you know? The fuck? Wrong. Do you know?
Next question. What is the water to the left, Brad? What do you think?
It looks like it might be the Atlantic.
Wrong. It's not even water. It's blue land. That's what
You
that
know
is.
what? I don't like
Only
these
the-
damn questions, man. Wrong. Dang, okay. Like,
Oh my
over
god.
here, man. You ready today, huh? You came in upset. Wrong.
Man, I'm upset because I just peeked at that PFF stuff, and you already got me got me going a little bit with the little comment you had to make there before we had to start this little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you upset about that because you undervalued the linebacker position. I get it.
Hey, actually, there's a couple of good linebackers in there. Now we'll get to it.
What's up? Is it time? I think it's time. Is it time? Or is it time? Is it time?
It's time.
It's time. Is it
Let's
time?
do it.
You sure?
Let's do it.
You
Hey,
ready?
by the way, Rad, I need to put this in there before it is time.
What?
Those gummies that I'm telling you about,
Mhm.
he said blue lane. The gummies I'm telling you about, they only sell them at Walmart. So that's why you can't find them anywhere else.
I'm more of a Winco shopper myself.
A what?
Winco. You don't know what Winco is?
No, I've never heard of Winco.
You get them good prices on your groceries. Only catch is you got to bag your own groceries. That's the only catch.
Oh, that's like okay. We got one called Aldi. Aldi here. And
it's all
like,
name brand stuff.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying. You get that discount.
There's no one. Yeah, you kind of scan it and then you bag it. Does it have carts? Do you have to pay to have a cart?
No, they have a cart for you. They scan it and then you bag it. You go to the end and bag it. You ready though?
I'm ready. I'm just saying, like now I'm thinking about it. We had to put a quarter in to get the card out. It's not. I don't know. All right, go ahead.
Oh, they really getting money out of y'all.
They give you the quarter back though. They give it back. Give it back. I don't want to.
Let's get it. I'm ready, man. The chat pumping. They waiting. Ooh, let's go, dog. Yo, welcome back to Last Second Dose. What we doing the most? You heard? Welcome back, our people. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Rad out here in Rib City, Portland, Oregon. Big repping them Detroit Lions. Us versus everybody. Grit. Dose. Grit.
Peace.
Grit. But let me introduce him. Y'all already know.
Mr.
Mustachio, a.k.a. McStats. The young man with the lights off in the dark. Dose of Dion.
You know what I realized?
What's happening?
That first off, that little intro, man. What I like. Ooh, 2 tap. Okay.
Quick clap. You heard? Let's go.
Yeah, I like
up,
that.
Down.
You changed up the rhythm on me. Up, down.
Mm-hmm.
The beat in the intro beat, it kind of like slows down like right after the initial. Have you noticed that? I'm like, oh, that's kind of.
I do notice that.
Yeah.
You
made that?
I sent you. No, I sent you.
Okay.
You know I'm not techie, bro, but I sent you Bobby.
Well, I mean, I'm just waiting for you to make the intro. So I was wondering what I'm gonna get when you.
I see.
Make it. Yeah.
When we're gonna make the intro, I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah.
Whenever you are.
Send it over. I'm here.
I'm ready whenever you are. What's up, chat? They in the building. Cool, Raul, Jordy. Hey, what about this? Hey guys, you see Mason Rudolph rumor traded to the Lions by the end of the week. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of that, but I mean, I think he's probably better than the current backup quarterbacks, but what are we giving up to get the kid? Like, that's what I would, like, I'm not giving up a draft pick. I'm not giving up a draft pick.
If he's
they can get Jared Davis for him.
Nah, now we're reaching. And we're starting something early here. I see what we're doing.
I'm not starting
here's what
anything.
We need to do. Realistically, though, here's what we need to do. We need to wait because I'm looking at some of these teams. Red the last few days, I've been going through the depth charts. There's some quarterbacks now that are going to. What do you say? Rudolph can start all the games. Wait, all the rain games for golf.
my guy Panda already thinking. You see what I'm saying? He's already thinking. I like that, Panda. Hey,
That game was ugly. My goodness,
Panda he be spitting facts, bro. But go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I'm just saying, like, I'm looking around the league, and there's a lot of teams with like 4 quarterbacks, and there's a couple young guys out there that I like that I know will get cut. Some of them aren't even playing, so you know they're going to get cut. So I think we should just hold back, pick up a guy, put him on our practice squad. I think that's what we should do. We need a practice squad quarterback. That's what I would do, and then we have time to see what he's about. Personally, I would do that with Carson Strong. You know that because I think he's going to end up getting cut here.
Oh, you think he'll get cut?
I wouldn't, but I think he didn't play in their first preseason game, and the coach said the reps just didn't work out because they had 4 quarterbacks. So I think he's gonna get cut, and he's gonna be back over here. I think that's what Brad Holmes' master plan was. We're gonna get him even cheaper. We're gonna go sign him a second time. That's what I would do.
I would love to grab Carson Strong.
Be beautiful.
That'd be great.
Who's the guy you like? Oh, Kyle Trask. He's not their backup though, right? He's their 3rd string, so he might get cut. Nah, it wouldn't.
Trask ain't getting cut. No, they're not going to cut Trask. No,
they're going to hold 3 because I saw Blaine Gabbert's their backup.
They won't cut Trask. He's that young gunner.
But are they going to keep their quarterbacks?
They may.
See, if they don't,
may have to.
There's some names out there now.
I like where your head's at. Let's just wait and see if we can scoop and score somebody who's actually better than Mason Rudolph.
PJ Walker's a good one too. The Hungry Panda just brought up.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about him, but I have seen that too. Yeah, he's gonna be another guy. There's dudes out there, man, and I think it just makes more sense to like to what you said. I want to give up a pick for Mason Rudolph. What great is that? If we if we're willing to give up a pick for a backup tackle, I sure as heck ain't giving up a backup pick for a backup quarterback named Mason
Not at
Rudolph,
all.
man.
Not at all.
That's crazy.
I would never do that.
No.
And I don't like any. I mean, I don't really like any of our backup quarterbacks, but Blau's cool. Like, if we don't grab anybody, like I would, as of right now, I'm leaning towards Blau over Boyle.
Right.
I think you are too, right?
Right now, yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So,
100%.
Well, let's get it pumping, man. Let's get into the cuts. We cut we cut Peter Griffin's cousin today, Garrett Griffin.
I like that.
The guy I went crazy when we signed him on day 2 of free agency. Anyways, when we picked him up, like, why did we go out and get this guy on day 2 of free agency? And he didn't even make it past the first wave of cuts. So we have cut him. Who was the other guy? I can't pronounce. Is it Given? Given.
Yeah,
it's
Given. Yeah.
He's like a tweener, right? Fullback / tight end, H-back, something like that.
Yep.
Would you say?
Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he played for.
We cut him, and then who was the last guy?
Ryan McCollum,
center. Yeah, that's right. Center. There it is. Now, with those 2 people we talked about, Given and Griffith, is Kabinda coming back soon, or like I don't get? That was one of my questions I asked you because you actually told me about this before I saw it. Like, who's going to play the fullback position when we go 2 back at that point?
It's interesting. It's got to be the only name that makes sense is Brock Wright when you just go down the list of guys they have. I don't think Derek Deese makes sense for it. I also didn't think Derek D played very well. We are deep at tight end. My only thing with Garrett Griffin was and I don't know if I would put no one give it that category, but Garrett Griffin, I don't think Garrett Griffin played bad. It's not like I thought I walked away from that when I watch it back. I'm like, dang, Garrett Griffin was a letdown. I thought he did fine. It's just like but we knew what he was coming into it, I guess. So I feel like that kind of decision was already made because it's not like they asked him to do certain things and they're like, let's try him out here and see what he brings. And he didn't do it. No, you limited his role so much to the point where in training camp, he never had a role. I mean, his role was block or I never saw him catch passes in training camp. So it's very interesting, but you're right. Who's going to play fullback in the meantime? Hopefully that means good things for Kabinda. I got to think they're going to try to expand Brock Wright's role because no one else to me makes sense for that.
I feel you. I like what Jordy said. I'd probably use Twinkle Toes Aleem McNeil right there, dog. Hey, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it because I mean, like, to be honest though, the fullback ain't got to think much. You're gonna run and hit this guy. If this guy shows up first, you hit him. First thing that shows in the hole, hit him. seal this
Yeah,
guy.
but I don't.
Like,
You know what I mean? No, I don't know
bro,
if Aleem would be getting caught by the running back, man.
bro.
He'd be like, dude, get out of my way.
I don't know, dog. As a linebacker, you see that
No,
big quick
with
ma
that.
coming at you.
See
You might make a
Aleem? Yeah.
you might make a business decision. Like at that point, you might just try to cut him or something. Like you're not going heads up. You're not going heads up with that dude. There's no way. There's no way linebackers want to go heads up with Buddy, bro.
No, you're right. Especially goal line. Yeah, you're right. Steve-O made a good point. I think James Mitchell is an interesting one because we didn't see him in Friday.
Where is he?
So that's my thing. He's been practicing. So I got to assume they're feeling James Mitchell's coming back. So maybe Mitchell could do it. Mitchell's skill set would make sense. I mean, the way that he blocks as a run blocker, especially at the next level, and also the way that he makes plays with the ball in his hands, his skill set would actually kind of make sense for just like a small reduced role, at least in the meantime. I could see them doing that. I could see that. It's just hard, man, because really, I mean, when we talk about tight ends as a whole, Rad, let me go through some names here, okay? Let me roll this list for you.
Go through them names for us.
TJ Hutchinson, Brock Wright, James Mitchell, Shane Zylstra, Devin Funchess, Derek Deese Jr. Those are the tight ends that we currently have. So we got like 6 or 7 tight ends, and we kept 2 last year. So I'm thinking for sure we're keeping 3. Brock Wright will be number 2 to Hawk. And then is James Mitchell like an automatic in if he's healthy? And then what happens to Funchess? Do they just like, hey, we can find a spot for him? Could Devin Funchess, and I'm going
I got a name.
Could Devin Funchess replace Trinity Benson and Tom Kennedy, and they'll just call him like a hybrid tight end wide receiver? I don't know. I mean, that would make sense to me. I would do that.
They said he had a good practice today. They said this was actually his best practice he's had all offseason. Funchess.
He's got
Buddy's getting his confidence back, and he just continued to build on those wins. Like he come on because I think he's going to get more usage. Obviously, I think this preseason game, honestly, I think they'll keep seeing what we got in Devin Funchess, and if he continues to score touchdowns, pick up first downs, and block solid, I think Funch he has a roster spot. And I'm not against the idea of you may take out like Kennedy, and I'm liking Kennedy, but Benson taking out Benson's spot and Funchess, we slide in there. Cephas came back today. That's good news. I'm happy to see my boy Cephas came back. Yes, but I want to talk to you about the fullback position.
Yeah.
I think I got somebody who could play our fullback position. And I'm being serious about this.
Let me guess.
I'm being serious about this.
I got the guess.
Go.
Jared Davis.
Jared Davis. You are 100% right. 100% right. No, hear me out.
No, I know.
Hear me out. One thing we know about Jared Davis, he's tough as nails.
That's facts.
He hits hard. He loves contact. Your fullback kind of got to be wired a little cuckoo anyways, because all you're doing, we talked about it last show, you're just running into people. And who likes to run into people? Jared Davis. You don't think much. The first thing you see, you put pads on him. So there's not much thinking involved in fullback. I'm being super serious, bro. I would take a look at putting Jared Davis at fullback. He's athletic. I don't know if the guy can catch. Just in the meantime, I really think he could flip because he loves hitting. He loves to hit, bro.
Here's my question. What would happen? So let's say we do that for the rest of the preseason.
I'm really serious.
Jace Kabinda comes back week 3. Does he go back to linebacker? Because, Kabinda is going to be our fullback. Does he go back to linebacker?
At that point, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. I don't have an answer for that. I just have a solution for until Kabinda gets back. I really think Jared Davis could flip to fullback. Because to be real, in high school, you played fullback and linebacker. Like I played fullback. Like you play both positions. And I'm sure he's probably played some fullback in his lifetime, to be honest. Well, I think he really could do it, bro, because he's wired a little different. And he loves to hit. Jared Davis is probably the hardest hitting dude on our team. Like, I'll give him that credit. That's what I will say the dude can smack people. Not the best tackler, but he's the best hitter. And I think he really could transition to fullback, bro. Run up in the A gap, hit somebody. Run up in the B gap, boom. On a stretch, seal the first thing that shows up, seal it. Or cut it.
Because I'm thinking Kabinda
just get in the way.
Was a linebacker here. Right? I mean, Kabinda was a linebacker. He was from Penn State, and now he's the fullback.
Bro, I don't know. I hope they tap in.
I'm not mad at that idea.
I hope they tap in and really think like, bro, Jared Davis possibly could fill that linebacker role. I think he could be a good linebacker.
Instead of having him be fifth linebacker, if other guys are healthy, at least you can throw him in there for the meantime. It'd be a weird transition back, but maybe they just cut him at that point. But
I'm not crazy for thinking it.
No, I like the idea actually. I would.
You hit it. How'd you know I was thinking that? How did you know I was thinking Jared Davis?
Because he hits, man. That's it. I just like
he loves to smack people.
Jared Davis. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Jared Davis could play fullback, bro. It's way less thinking than linebacker. He's an athletic player. He's fast, and he loves to hit. I would really move him. Man, I'm about to see if I can hunt down Brad Holmes' email or Dan
I like
Campbell's
the idea.
email.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I mean, now here's the thing, though. Let's say they think he's going to come back week 1. They think there's a shot Kamina comes back week 1 or 2. Then I don't think they would do it. Right? Because they wouldn't want that transition now and then not be sure, hey, look, we're taking, we're not letting him play and practice linebacker because now he's not going to, find a spot on this team. But if they feel like it could be extended time out, I'm not mad at the idea. I like that.
I want him at linebacker. I really do. I think he can work out for us. He'll break somebody's face mask.
He got that pick. I don't know if he got hands. But,
I mean, you could run him out to the flat. I wouldn't overcomplicate it for Jared Davis.
He'd catch it?
I wouldn't overcomplicate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wouldn't. On play actions, when he got to block somebody, just take out their knees, Playboy. Like, I don't know. I think I'm look. This was off the wall, but we start talking like, who's gonna fill that void? And I'm thinking like, we got a crazy linebacker who's athletic, who loves to hit. Put that crazy I mean,
when you first said that, I was thinking, what linebacker is he talking about? And I was like, of course, he's talking about Jared Davis, man, because he's the guy that stands out amongst that group. That would make sense. I like the idea, man. I feel like it won't happen, but I like the idea.
It should happen, but you're right. It probably won't, but it should.
At least in practice, give him a practice. See what happens.
Look. I'm just being real with you. I think we're good at what we do, but I think they really do need to start tapping into last second dose because we be giving the most ideas.
I like that.
No, I'm serious.
No, for real.
Can we get some? I'm serious, bro. I think
that was money.
Like Panda said, we using that big brain, bro. We thinking outside the box. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get wins, bro.
Yeah, that was good. I like that. I like that, man.
Or how about Levi? What'd you think of your boy Levi, man?
Pull it back.
Wait a minute. You done with him?
Here's my thing. When we're talking about the second round pick, right?
Yeah, Levi Azaruk.
My man came in here talking trades. If there's a guy that needs to trade, it's Levi. Here's the issue I have with Levi. He has no trade market. He's absolutely terrible. And that's the thing. Like, this is a terrible representation of the Lions organization. You know what I'm saying? That we drafted this guy. I would have been moved on from him. I would have cut him. On the way to the plane, I would have said, "Here's the paper, sign it. You're out of here." So I'm really getting sick of this. He's setting a terrible example.
Straight up.
I'm done. You know what I mean? He would come back to his locker and his jersey wouldn't be there. That's how it would be for me. So
I'm a double piggyback off of that. I'm a double piggyback. I agree with everything you said there. I mean, the dude's back is broke, spinals. Yeah. A D lineman with a back issue is bad, bro.
Right.
Because they constantly firing off the ball and you got to use your back, your hips and things like that, hands, obviously. But it's like he ain't getting through. He's not pushing forward. This is 2 training camps in a row the guy has missed. He didn't when he came back, he didn't even play well. So it's like, how is the guy working on his craft if he's always hurt?
What craft, Rad? I mean, if we're being real, what craft does he have? I mean, you can look. Hold up. I painted this, right? That's good.
That's
Levi's missing spots. That's what Levi's doing. All right.
Levi's missing snaps.
Paint. He can't color. He can't take snaps. All right. He can't even sit down on the plain chair. Right. Levi's got to go, man. I'm serious. This needs to happen.
You're trading him tomorrow.
Brad, I already traded him up here. The question is actually, do people want to trade for him? That's the question.
I mean, it looked like the chat agreeing with us. They said they ready. Chat, y'all ready to move on from Levi? Because I'm over him.
The chat's over it, man.
I'm over the guy.
Yeah.
Bad back and all. Like, I know this is second year. This is no okay. let's quit playing. Like, I'm not over Levi. Like, I still think the guy can play. I'm just, we're actually playing, y'all. We're playing about Levi. Like, we haven't given up on him yet. We haven't.
Good,
but I'm gonna be real with you though. Hold on.
Funny.
I gotta see some improvement out the kid.
They're like, wait a minute.
just 2 days ago, they was still preaching like they like Levi. Like, what happened? We don't know. No, but his back is an issue. Like, I gotta see some improvement out the kid. Like, I'm still a big fan of him. I was hyped when we took him last year, even though I thought it was other positions of need. But I'm still a fan. But I gotta see something out the kid. Like, bro, he ain't
for sure.
He I don't want to say he's getting on that bus train, but he's getting close to like
I can't don't put him on the bus train, man.
I don't want to put him there on that bus train just yet. But when you're a second rounder, like you getting called a bus, like it speeds up the process. Like if we picked him in the 7th round, like we wouldn't be sitting there talking about the dude. But you was our 2nd round pick of the new regime. You supposed to come in here and set the tone like everybody else has been doing. Aline been setting the tone. Yeah, Sewell's been setting the tone. Then I mean, the rookie class has played well, except for you. We haven't seen you, so it's like
I won't hold up because I'm with you. I'm with you.
We haven't seen him
health wise,
but I'm not over him though. I'm still on the Levi train.
The entire rookie class hasn't played well. They're just here. You know what I mean? Aline did well last year. Penny Sewell was good.
You're right.
But like Barnes
is up and down.
Yeah. But I'm with you because he was a 2nd round pick. I get it. And he wasn't very good last season.
Cool Raul hit it on the head. Levi's in line for a ticket. He ain't on the train. He ain't on the bus train yet, but he's definitely in line for a ticket. A good way to put that, Cool Raul. 100%. He right though. I mean,
I don't know.
Would
man.
you say
I'm not off the train, man?
Would you say he's in line for a ticket?
Nah, I can't put him in line for a ticket. I can't, man. I haven't seen enough, man. I got to give him a minute. I mean, the season hasn't started yet. Now, if we're week 8 and we're like, hey, he hasn't played yet, I'm concerned, but I'm going to give him a minute. Let's just see what happens.
You know who else is in line? I'm happy he's back, but he's in line too. Jeff Okuda's in line.
Jeff Okuda ain't no dang line, Red.
He's in line, dog.
Red.
Bro, Jeff, line, man. He has, listen. I hope Okuda pans out.
For what? Wait, what are we even talking about? I forgot.
The bus train. He's getting his ticket for the bus train.
Wait, where was the bus going? I forgot where the bus. Oh, the bus train.
Bus, like you're a bus.
I thought you said the bus train.
No, you're a bus. No, Okuda is in line because if Okuda comes out and duds, he has now been officially a bus, bro.
Absolutely.
B-U-S-T. He's in line for a ticket also. Nope, you can't.
Hey, if Love comes out and he plays bad, he's in the bus. Like.
Nope. This is Hutch rookie year. This is Okuda's third. Third, and this is Levi's 2nd. We've only seen the bus train right here. This is it.
Levi's ahead of Okuda on the bus train. Is that what you're trying to say? Like if they're in this line, Levi's in front of Okuda right now.
Who's in line? Like who's ahead of who?
That's what I'm asking. Who's closer to getting on the bus?
I should have asked you that question. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Can I phone a friend? Chat. Who's ahead in line? Jeff Okuda.
Pull out your phone and phone a friend, please.
Who's in line? Jeff Okuda. I don't know. I think,
man, Okuda ain't gonna bust though this year. That's the thing. Like you're looking at the worst case scenario if he was trash this year. Yes, if he was absolutely garbage this year, there would be a very big problem. But he won't be garbage. We're Dan. We encourage. He's the one now. He's the one. He will come in as the one. He's gonna play well this year. But I'm with you. If he was bad, yeah, that's a very big problem.
Now you know who I would. Now, if we're being like serious though, I probably would do this.
Okay.
I would trade Levi for Tevin Jenkins to the Chicago Bears right now. I would do that.
I'm not mad at that. The only issue is Tevin's got the same injuries. You know, he's got injury problems now too, and it's like
I would do that.
He's not even with the ones anymore. I wouldn't give up Levi for that. I'd give up something for him. I wouldn't give up Levi.
I would give up Levi for Tevin Jenkins, offensive lineman out of Oklahoma State who currently plays for the Chicago Bears. If y'all don't know who he is, I would do that. And I would get him prepared for when Big V leaves, he slides into that right guard spot. Boom.
Boom. See, I'm not mad at. I'll go get him too, but I wouldn't trade Levi for him.
Right there,
this is your boy, and you turned on your guy really fast, man.
But hold on, no, I was very high on Tevin Jenkins last year because
I'm
honestly,
saying Levi though.
I know,
Levi's your
but
guy.
I am giving up a little bit on because the dude got a broken back, and if you play defensive line, back is huge. I mean, I got a hurt back, and I don't even play football, so I know it's very painful. So it's like, and then Tevin Jenkins, I was high on him in the draft. Like I didn't think we was gonna get Penei Sewell in the first, so I was like, okay, in the second round, we could still probably get Tevin Jenkins. So
Right,
I've already, I watched
that.
a lot of film on him, and so I would swap them straight across. I would swap him straight across, bro, and get him ready for guard for next season, and he could be our backup tackle this season. 100%.
Man,
Levi's not gonna play, dog. I don't see him.
I don't know.
Levi's not gonna be back until week 8.
Because if I had a glaring hole right now, I know he's gonna come in and start. Now I got an argument for it, but to know he's coming in as a backup versus Levi, who I think we really, seeing Jayshon Cornell struggle. I mean, I'm hoping Jayshon bounces back, but like I'm not feeling great about that. Levi could be huge for this defense on the inside. We know we got the noses now, but which guy on the interior is getting that push? I don't know. Brockers isn't, and Brockers isn't a long-term option.
No, he's not.
It's does Jayshon show up and really improve, or is it Levi at this point? That's our guy right there. So I wouldn't do it for that, but I'm saying I'm with you. In fact, I would give up a draft pick right now to go get him. I'll give up.
What if we do that, right, and then Demetrius steps up and plays big for us?
He could.
Like I feel like we could get more out of Demetrius. Like we trade Levi away, and I still feel like Demetrius could fill a little hole, as opposed to like Dan Skipper and Matt Nelson's doing right now at like the backup tackle position. I don't know how to explain it. Like I
agree, but I think there's the difference is that you're talking about Demetrius coming into a potential like starting type of role versus a backup offensive tackle.
He's not starting because at the end of the day, Brockers is still starting. He would just be Demetrius just would be in rotation. He's a rotational guy.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a heavy rotation because you got to think it's gonna be a Liam. Brockers probably gonna be out there a lot. But I'm thinking Levi's going to push Brockers out and away, and then it's going to be Charles and Hutch. But those two are going to rotate a lot, man. I'm on board with you for trading for him. I would not give up Levi. For some reason, you're giving up on your guy way too fast, Red. That's what I'm hearing.
And then do you think we should trade for Roquan right now?
No.
After seeing what we see,
I already explained. No, I didn't dislike our linebackers, man. They had some issues, but I thought we did some things.
I thought like maybe you'd switch.
I was going to ask you this question. I was going to ask you this.
After seeing what we seen Friday, it looks like the same old run defense.
No, I'm not there yet. Actually, I didn't dislike as a whole.
Atlanta was gashing us, bro.
They gashed us a couple times. And we got some good run stuffs. If we would have just contained a couple times, our run defense would have looked way better. We did have we had a couple misfires. Absolutely. Derek Barnes had a misfire in there. Jared Davis had a misfire in there. Malcolm's still getting it. By the way, here's what I'm thinking, Red. I'm going to put this. I think week 1, Malcolm and Alex start. I'm there now. I don't think Derek Barnes starts. I think Malcolm starts next to Alex week 1.
I could get behind that. Yeah. I could get behind that. 100%.
That's where we're at. And I'm not mad at linebacker duo. I'm
not mad at that.
With that.
I'm not mad at that.
That's gonna be fun to watch because they got obviously versatility because Malcolm can do everything. But the way that coverage would also be the coverage upside there, that's to me that's good enough. That's absolutely good enough to handle the NFL right now, to handle most teams and what they're gonna put you against. Because Alex, as much as he's not like a lockdown linebacker, he can absolutely help you in coverage though. I mean, he's got more matchup ability than pretty much everybody else we got, and we know Malcolm can move. I would love that duo. And they're going to taste of it in practice. They said those two were playing together today.
Yep, they did. They definitely did say that. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at our depth behind that. Like, hey, Josh Woods, we'll see if he makes the team. I'm not, Anthony Pittman's cool, but he's kind of an edge right now. Who else do we have back there? I'm forgetting names right now. Jared Davis, Chris Board. I think Jared's making it. I'm cool with Jared as a backup. Yeah.
Jared Davis about to play fullback. Chris Board.
Okay, if he doesn't go to fullback, I like him as a backup. I do. He's taking steps.
Look. I like our
steps forward.
I like the young core. I do.
Barnes,
I'm a fan of Rodriguez. I like Barnes. Barnes is still kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, he is.
But I see it. I don't know, man. I feel like he can be good. But I still think Roquan Smith is like a linebacker that you got to try to like snag.
We're going back
Now
to
the
this for real, right?
only thing it's a divisional trade, so we're gonna have to give up a
Yeah.
lot to get him. I want Roquan Smith would instantly help us, man. I'm sorry, I
don't
can't get off
disagree.
of it. I can't get off of it, and I'm willing to give up that second round pick and a player for him. I am. We just got through talking about a second round pick who was on the bus train. Like we dud out on second round picks a lot. I mean, our current second round pick, we ain't seen a snap from him. So it's like,
who? Oh, Josh. Yeah, Josh can be good.
We can't, for some reason, we just be missing on seconds. So why?
Well, even you said it. That's our future, right? Because Romeo's injured. The future is Josh is a starting defensive end. So you even said it. The future of this defensive line is Levi, Aleem, Josh, and Hutch, and those guys are going to grow together. This is what we all talked about.
Yes,
I don't want to start pushing those pieces out.
But why not get a veteran All-Pro linebacker who can get protected by that future of that defensive line? I ain't
giving up all that to go get him.
You wouldn't give up a second right now.
No, because I'm not just giving up a second. I'm giving up a second. I'm giving up a very big chunk of my cap space. I'm not do that.
Oh my gosh, the cap is going up.
We don't have to go back down. It is going up. I get that. 100%.
I'm just trying to get you to believe in the Roquan, how Roquan can just instantly ignite our defense, but you just don't.
Make us better.
You're not buying into it.
No, I like that group though. I told you I like Malcolm and Alex. I buy into that.
What if it was Malcolm and Roquan?
Have the ticket right now.
What if it was Malcolm and Roquan? Doesn't that sound better?
I mean, probably be a little better, yeah. But I like Alex. You know I'm a big Duracell. Hey, Duracell. We on the Duracell trade, right? That's what trade we on. We aligned by batteries.
But he's not even a part of the future.
Batteries. How do you know that?
Man, that dude ain't part of the future. He's 28 and he ain't even that good. He's cool.
I'm just saying they brought him back. They brought him back.
I want to stop. Okay. I'm getting worked up. Getting worked up. And we're too early in the show for me to get worked up.
All right.
I don't need my blood pressure to go up. What are we talking about next, man? I just need you to say, like, yeah, I'm down to do that. Like,
I'm not down to give a second round pick. You ain't gonna convince me to do that.
I can't get you, man, and it's bugging me.
Give me a different name.
I would do it. I would do it. There's no different name. It's Roquan Smith, who's an all-pro linebacker, and that's our weakest part of our defense. That's who I'm going to get. The linebackers we have in here are cool. We have a youngin who I think can be really good in Malcolm Rodriguez. And if Barnes is too up and down, it's like, I'm not ready to give up on Barnes, but at the same time, if you bring in an all-pro, he could teach them a thing or two. Yeah. He could teach him how to break down film. He could help him slow down the game. Like, I don't know. You know what? Okay, look, I don't. What else was we talking about, man?
I don't know where we were going. I know we wanted to go through the PFF stuff.
Let's talk about the PFFs. Let's talk about how we got graded. I don't know, man. I can't believe you. You just hurt my heart.
I'm not trying to hurt your heart, man.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big boy. What did Panda say here? Cut Goff, give Roquan his contract, give Rudolph or Walker to throw 5-yard pass. Oh, Panda, normally I'd be with you.
You would have to do that after this year.
You know what? I'm normally with you, Panda, but I'm starting to believe in Goff. Y'all heard me say it.
Is that crazy, man?
Y'all heard me say it. I am starting to believe in Goff. I said it.
Someone clip that, please.
I said it. I mean, because he's had a hell of a training camp. He had a good first preseason game, and we got mad pieces in that offensive line. It all depends on the offensive line, and they've been doing good. But Panda, I can't trade Goff. I'm starting to believe in Goff
because he can play.
But I do want Roquan Smith. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all can call me crazy, and I'm willing to give up a second round pick for the kid because we have 2 first.
Okay,
give up the second.
That's your thing, man.
For a 25-year-old all-pro linebacker, I get he probably going to end up being the highest paid linebacker, but who cares when we only giving up 2 yards to carry against the run, and he's a 3-down linebacker. It just makes sense, Dose. It makes so much sense. I know you always talking about the money, but like, bro, he's worth being paid the top linebacker. I mean, every position value gets reset every time the next man up to get paid. And he's one of those players. He's the next man up. He's a top linebacker. It's time for him to get paid. Pay him. And he's 25, so he can be with us for a long time. He knows the Bears inside and out. Like, he brings so much to the table. I'm not even like the Bears I ain't worried about them in our division. But at the end of the day, if you got an inside scoop on any one of your divisional opponents, we'll take it. But okay, let's talk about the grades. I'm done because
we're gonna have to revisit this because what I also want to look into as well is
you don't think he's good.
That's not what I'm saying. No, I want to look into as well as like
The money.
the landscape of the NFL and where teams are putting that money versus the results they're getting, as a whole.
I get it. You're a mixed stat guy. You want to know if having an all-pro linebacker helps you get any further in championships or winning you games.
Yeah, like is it worth me paying him that much?
You just undervalue the position. I don't think you truly understand how the linebacker is the quarterback of the defense.
I said but I don't think it's undervalued. I think you guys might be putting the value so dang high for this. Like you're trying to paint it as I'm undervaluing this linebacker position. I just said I'm not making him the highest paid linebacker and giving up a second round pick to have this guy in our defense. Not for that.
Why? If he's getting over 100 tackles, interceptions, tackles for loss, you really got to watch him. But can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you feel like the linebacker is the quarterback of the defense? Come on now.
I'll tell you this.
No, it's a yes or no question.
Did they call the plays for our defense? Yes. But I do believe based on last year, we had guys such as Tracy Walker that never came off the field. That was the key to our defense through Aaron Glenn. But with that being said, Alex Anzalone, I think, was that guy for us last year. But they just rotate still. Tracy never came off the field, man.
Roquan Smith.
I think you adapt to the pieces that you have, right?
100%. You want to adapt to what you have in the building and put them in the best spots to make the best plays. But
yeah,
Roquan Smith is a player that doesn't come off the field. Like he is a true 3-down linebacker. Like Alex Anzalone, they're not even on the same level. Their level of like talent and skills isn't even close. That's why we rotated linebackers off the field because he couldn't do it all. Roquan Smith can do it all. And he can, why not have two? If you consider Tracy Walker a quarterback of the defense, why not have like two people on your defense who's like the quarterback of your defense who can get like Tracy Walker? Yeah, he's getting the back line set up, the back of the defense. Why not have a guy in the middle who can get his D line and his linebackers in the right place? Now we have.
I get what you're saying, but
we have big brains on every level of our defense at that point. Because as of right now,
I get that. But what's making this argument tough is why it's tripping people up. Is because that's like me just saying, hey, why don't we just go trade for? I'm just going to use an example. Let's say when Stephon Gilmore was really good and he was good. Why don't we just go trade for Stephon Gilmore?
Because he was 30.
Have our secondary get better.
Because he was 30.
I know, but I'm just saying you could use that example for a lot of players and just say, well, he'd make our defense better. And yeah, I agree with that. Roquan would make our defense better. But the outlook, I wouldn't do that.
I don't like the example because Stephon Gilmore was 31 years old.
Stephon Gilmore.
Roquan Smith is 25 years old. Like we can still get a lot of good years out of him. Like the Stephon Gilmore is the type of player you bring in. Like, okay, we're on the cusp of making the playoffs, or we're a wild card team. We bring in Stephon Gilmore. He can help us get over the hump. Like Roquan can be here for many, many years and help grow and develop Malcolm Rodriguez and Derek Barnes. But I get what you're saying, but I can't go with that example because.
Okay, don't use that example then. I was just couldn't think of anything. But
a 25-year-old DB. So let's go get a Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey.
When he was available. There you go. I could say
yes, I would do that.
Well, he'd make our secondary better. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. I you know my stance on this. I wouldn't want to make him the highest paid off-ball backer and give up a second-round pick in his defense.
Okay. All right.
Just as of right now, because I think I like the linebacker group more than most people do. I think that's the difference too. Like I know we're both high on Malcolm. I really like the idea of Malcolm and Alex playing together. Like that's a solid linebacker. Like I feel good about that going into each week. You remember the drop off when we didn't have Alex last year?
I think it's cool. But
cool,
even
man.
with
that's all we need it to be cool.
Like we struggle of stopping the run, even when Alex was playing last year. Like we still struggle stopping the run.
Yeah, we struggle big time stopping the run.
And we let Atlanta. We can't even name the running back who was gashing us. we let Atlanta with a no-name running back and pretty much a no-name offensive line gash us. Like you get a top-tier linebacker in there who's going to hit his run fits and is going to hold his running mate, the linebacker next to him, accountable on like, hey, you need to be making sure you hitting your run fits, bro. Like let's move on. I just think I think it helps our run defense. I think it helps our run defense instantly.
I'm 100% agree.
Because the linebackers is the worst unit on our team.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
What's the worst unit on our team?
And backup offensive line.
Nah. We
It's
can't
the
go to
worst unit on our
backups. We're
team.
talking
It's
about like
100%.
starters.
Okay.
Linebackers. Our starting linebackers is the worst unit on our team. It's right. I don't know why there's a lot of thinking
well,
involved.
the only thing is cornerback, depending on health, but yeah.
I mean, we got Amani and Akuda or Amani and Will Harris. I still think they're better than.
Okay, and I think that's a good problem, right? I mean, saying our linebackers are our worst group on our team, that says some good stuff about the rest of our team, I think.
We solid. The Lions is solid, bro. Like,
yeah.
America don't really know it yet, but like, if you keep tapped in with the Lions, like, bro, we're not bad on paper no more. We're really not, especially on the offensive side of the ball. We're really not bad. I feel like if the O-line plays how they're supposed to play, we could put up points just with dang near any team in the NFL. 100%, I believe that.
Yeah,
like I really truly believe that. If we can keep Goff protected and get some push on the run game like we did this past week, I think we can put up points with anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, defense though, I feel like we still.
But
you know who's going to help this defense?
Oh my goodness,
your boy from University of Michigan, Mr. Aiden Hutchinson.
See, okay, are we going to go through the PFF stuff?
Let's do it.
Let's do it,
man. As y'all know, he graded out as the best.
Throw it up, Brad. Put it up there, man.
I don't have it. I thought you had
it.
It.
Put it up there, man.
I thought you had it, bro, huh?
All right.
Well, while he doing that, I'm sure y'all all read. He graded out as the best PFF rookie. He had an 88 grade on PFF. Some people get caught up in PFF. I give it some weight. But I mean, even the film shows that Aiden Hutchinson did his things for the snaps that he was out there. To where it got me excited. It got me, like, I'm not as high on Aiden Hutchinson as Dose. Dose saying he's going to be defensive rookie of the year. But seeing what I've seen this past weekend, I think he's going to be really good. And he possibly could, like, push towards that defensive rookie of the year because the way he got back there for that tackle for loss, he got us a holding penalty. I love the motor. He chased down He chased down Mariota to, give him a nudge in the back. I think, and also just his work ethic, he's going to ignite our defense. And I love it. I love having him. I think he could be really good. I don't think he's better than Nick Bosa yet, like somebody would say. But I think he could. I think he could grade out as a top 10 defensive end this year when it's all said and done, with 10 plus sacks also in the NFL. I think he could grade out as a top 10 defensive end.
That would be better than. I mean, that would be incredible if he did that.
I think he can. Wow. I think he really can.
I don't. Who were the top 10 last year? Let me pull that up real quick because now that you just said that, I'm curious. He did something like that, man.
I think he could. I really do. Like, after seeing him play, because I've seen him play at Michigan a little bit, but you got to watch him every week.
Right.
So I wasn't as high on him. I thought he was a good player, but now, after seeing what I've seen at the NFL level, I think he could, man. Like, he has a really good motor, and I'm all about D linemen having motors.
So here you go. Top 10 defense events. Oh, as you would expect. Number 10, Cam Jordan. 9, Joey Bosa. 8, Marcus Davenport. 7, Nick Bosa. 6, TJ Watt. 5, Rashawn Gary. 4, DeMarcus Lawrence. 3, Von Miller. 2, Max Crosby. 1, Myles Garrett. He was in that range because that seems to be kind of, I wouldn't say it's a cutoff, but just from looking at the top 10, 11's Jonathan Greenyard, 12's Preston Smith, 13 Shaq Barrett, 14 Melvin Ingram, 15 Daniel Hunter. There is, I think, a separator there with Cam Jordan into the top 10 from those 15. And there's definitely a difference between 16 and 20 of John Franklin Myers, the guy's name I can't say, Josh Allen, Justin Houston, Emmanuel Ogbah. There's a gap there. So I'm with you. I think he can be up there as well. This background is clean, right? You threw me off with this. What is this? What are
you like
doing?
that? You like that? You like that?
I feel like I need to get my hair cut or something. Like there needs to be some paintings in here.
That? Hey, we appreciate the chat tapping in. We really do. Make sure y'all take 2 seconds and hit that like button for it. It helps the channel out. Just hit that like one time for the one time you heard. Dose, you heard?
I heard. I think no, actually I didn't hear. I'm a bit.
I threw him off.
I
Hey,
was kind of
make sure
zoned
y'all
out.
hit
I was
that
trying
like
to read
button
the
real
chat.
quick. Just leave the chat, hit the like button. I don't even think you got to leave the chat. Just hit the like
don't
button
leave
and
the
come
chat.
on right back to the chat. Please hit
Yeah,
that like button one time
click
for
the
the
X
one
button on
time.
the chat. And just
Just hit the X button. That's it.
Yep.
And then hit the thumbs. I think it looks like that.
nah, that's backwards, right? It looks the other way, man. That's backwards. There you
There
go.
it is.
Boom.
That way.
Let me click
That
it
way.
real quick.
Bloop,
Didn't turn blue.
okay.
Let me try again.
Bloop,
It's not
bloop.
working, man.
Oh, okay. I thought it worked. I heard the sound effect. I heard
that's
the
a
sound
broken
effect.
like button, man. I
heard the sound
You heard?
effects.
okay,
Hit that like button.
Let's
What's
get
up? What
into
we
this,
got?
man.
What we
Yeah,
got?
so this is all we could find because I don't know what I'm doing through PFF. So these are the top graded players, I guess, on offense. Shout out to all Lions. I don't know what this is through. All Lions, I guess. Rad, you see it. Big V number 1. First off, hopefully he's okay because Big V's a dog, and they just showed that here with a 91.8, even though he only played the first drive. St. Brown only played the first drive. Sewell only played the first drive. Jonah only played the first drive. So really, the only guy that's the high graded player that actually played a little bit is Devin Funches, which is why I just said Tom Kennedy, Trinity Benson. You might cut both of them and keep Funches. I would really consider doing that if he plays well again next week. Actually, let me say this: if he plays well Saturday, I would do that. I would make that happen because to the point of Hawk's a good red zone target, but I feel like in a way Funches is a little bit of a matchup problem. Benson, yeah, he can stretch the field. Kennedy's reliable, but matchup problems, we don't have a lot of like matchup problems offensively. Devin Funches is not one of those.
I would agree. 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", big body. I mean, we talked about Funches as soon as he got signed, how he could be just like an instant red zone threat for us. Instant. Right. That's a big body. You could throw that fade up, and what did Boyle do? He threw that fade up to him. I would love it. You got Hutchinson, not Hutchinson, Hawkinson. I'm sorry, Hawkinson, Funch. We inside the 5. Like we got 2 big bodies now. You gotta pick and choose who we gonna throw that fade route to.
Yeah. I mean that's a nice fade. Everywhere else, really, man. He's just an athletic tight end. It's weird to match up with.
I really hope he stays on the uptick because I want to keep him. I think he can help our offense out. I really do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would like to have him. Anybody that you think's missing from this?
Who I thought played well?
Is there just anybody you think missing from this? Just, looking through it quickly. Tom Kennedy, probably. I mean, I'm kind of surprised Kennedy's not up there. Maybe it's
Kennedy
just
played
the drop,
very well.
I guess. Yeah.
Kennedy. I mean, Curry Joseph gave him. I mean, Deshaun Elliott made us a couple nice tackles too, man. Like,
man, this is offense, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, this offense. I'm sorry. I was thinking the whole game. I started thinking of like Deshaun Elliott. My bad.
Oh my goodness,
Oops.
man.
My bad.
What are we doing?
Hey, man. Sometimes the big brain don't be thinking. It's okay. I mean, only person is Tom Kennedy. Swift.
Nah.
I mean, Swift had a nice touchdown.
He did. I'm not saying Swift ain't involved, but I'm because honestly, you're probably right. Swift probably isn't far out. Decker's
Why not
probably
Goff?
Not far out. What they say? Goff was a 74. That's what it says on the top.
Okay, I was gonna say, why not Goff? Like, Goff did solid.
We'll see Goff in there throughout the year consistently. So
Oh God, you had to throw that in there, huh?
Hey, you're the one that set the tone with this.
I just asked you to throw that in there.
Yeah, you do, Red. That's the crazy thing about it, man.
I am.
The truth comes out. The truth is here, man. And now all of a sudden, when I'm saying I'm ranking them at 12 above Kyler Murray, you're gonna start to see that, man. You see that? You said they had Kyler Murray calling plays. He was trying to show him what it's like to have to call plays and how difficult it is. Man, he's trying to roast his own player. What is happening over there? Sorry, that's off topic. But
you hate Kyler Murray, bro.
I've just, because
the hate is so real,
and it's it's just funny. All the stories.
The hate is so real for you and Kyler Murray.
That's good.
I mean, you're taller than Kyler Murray.
Am I?
Well, yeah, Kyler Murray like 5'9". I think you 5'10", 5'11".
I give him a lot of respect for being able to play quarterback at that height. That's unreal. I don't know how you could do it.
Oh my Lord! Jason Cornell graded out at a 29.9, and he looked like he graded out that bad.
Man. We're not there yet, man.
I'm sorry, it popped on my screen, and he looked like he graded out at a 29.9. To be real.
Oh my God!
Sorry, my bad. Oh, there go that dog.
About these top 5
there go that dog. There go that dog. Chase Lucas. I want to see him with the starters this week. 100%. I want to see him with the starters. I think he needs to push AJ Parker. 100%.
AJ should
Chase
not play
Lucas.
this week. Maybe he should play.
AJ needs to
probably
play.
should play. Yeah, he
But
probably should.
I think Chase Lucas should get the start with the ones. And then AJ Parker comes in. And then if we want to see some more of Chase Lucas, throw him back out there. But I think Chase Lucas needs to get some reps with the ones. And I think he needs to obviously get the most reps at nickel this week.
I'm with you, and I would absolutely do that. And I would push Mike Hughes outside. I think we've been on the same page.
100%. I would push Mike Hughes to outside.
Or maybe we just need more Mike Hughes reps because, to be fair, I don't have the all 22, so it's a little difficult to tell what he's doing. Maybe he's dominating from slot, but PFF didn't think so. But
wait a minute. Whoa, Panda. We normally be clicking. I can't go there just yet.
He's
Notre Dame. I can't go there just yet. No, I won't agree with that. I can't.
I also saw him.
Dose, what you think
Kennedy
of that?
Over Cephas, I'm pretty sure. So, Brad, you can respond to that one as well if you would.
I'm taking Cephas over both of them. I'm taking Cephas over Kennedy, and I'm taking Cephas over Funchess. Sorry. I'm taking Funchess over Kennedy, though. But Cephas over both of those jokers.
Okay.
Who you got?
I like that.
Who you got? Cephas?
Funchess or Cephas?
Yeah.
I'm taking Cephas, yeah.
My guy. See, I knew I loved 100%. You, man. Even though you undervalue the linebacker position, I still love you, dog.
Right, he's starting to think here now. People are like gonna carry that with him. Like, look at Dose, man. Anytime a linebacker does something wrong, they're gonna come at me. Be like, look at what he said. He said we don't need one.
Look, he doesn't Okay, I'll clear it up. He doesn't undervalue. He doesn't undervalue the linebacker position. He just feels like in this scheme we don't need that good of linebackers, and he doesn't want to overpay for a middle linebacker to where in the scheme he's not the focal point.
Okay.
Did I hit it right?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But if you have a dog at linebacker, you can make him the focal point because we talk about we put people in position off the players we have on the team. Yep. So if you have an all-pro linebacker on the team, you probably are going to tell your D-line, let's keep him clean and protected so he can make all the plays. So he could become the focal point. A linebacker on our team could become the focal point, but they have to show that they're at all pro level.
But I am with you in terms of I need to watch some Roquan Smith. Absolutely. But this is good. I mean, to Josh Woods up here, 100% agree with that. I thought he was great. I thought he was the second best player in the game. Anthony Pittman being up here, I thought he could have been an MVP, but I can see why it's lower because he also played like with ones, so he didn't win as much there. Hutchinson, you said it. The guy's a dog. He's gonna win defensive rookie of the year. You said he's he might be a top 10 defensive end.
I think he could be.
I think Hutch, and this is so far early, but why not? Why not throw it out there? We're throwing stuff right now. Aiden Hutchinson is probably going to end up being a Hall of Famer. I mean, and that's just what's going to happen. I would bet on the fact that he ends up being a Hall of Famer. So,
that's crazy.
It sounds crazy, but it's really not if you think about it.
I can't go there just yet. I think Aiden Hutchinson could win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
He will win.
I think he could Pro Bowl and All Pro this year, and I think he could grade out in the top 10 for his defensive ends.
Top 10 defensive end zone in a rookie year.
I think he can do that. Hall of
Fame path right there. That he's on the path if he's doing that.
This is the reason why I think he can do this because, for one, he has great work ethic. He's a technician. Yep. He has a high motor. He wants to be great, and he's also going to be practicing against two good offensive tackles day in and day out.
Yep.
So iron sharpens iron, and he's making them better also. So it's like I love it that we have a dope defensive end and we have two good offensive tackles. Like they're just gonna keep competing and getting better week in and week out. So I think he could get there just by going against Sewell every week and going against Taylor Decker every week. So I love it, and they're gonna push him to be better. You know what I mean? Like you can't pussyfoot just to bulldoze them or get by them with any type of moves. Like, nah, you got to get creative and you got to stick to your technique to win reps against those two. So I think he can be great. My 100%. Bad. I know.
Sean Hamilton was an interesting one. I don't remember if I saw him enough. I think that's why I ended up not putting him in there because he played at the very end with Anthony Pittman. So. Not with Anthony Pittman, just Josh Woods. So those linebackers held it down. But I'm glad they showed love to Sean Hamilton because Like I said, I thought the depth of the linebacker position looked very solid.
It did.
The
I mean,
starters, you know, it's
they
what to
looked
see.
cool, bro. Like, but it's
They
like
look top. I mean, they look. The grades
they
say they
didn't.
look
They
pretty
didn't
darn
jump.
good. That's what's nice.
None of them jumped off the screen to me.
They jumped off a little bit. A little bit.
Oh gosh.
Josh Woods didn't jump off a little bit to you. Anthony
Oh
Pittman
my
didn't jump
lord.
out a little bit to you.
Oh
Brad, I
my
don't think you
lord.
was watching the right game, man. They did pop
Man,
a little
look.
bit. They did pop a little bit. Now we're not talking starters here, all right?
I know we're
But
not.
at the same time, how should I word that? Derek Barnes is being at the starting position because of the seniority, I guess, of it. But it doesn't mean that down
Where
the
he was
road he's not the
drafted,
starter. Right.
athletic ability.
I mean, he's got to make
things
plays
like
because
that.
I'm just saying, guys are not.
Oh, we got
Josh
some
Woods behind him
competition.
played a very legit.
We definitely have competition. I don't know who froze. Did I freeze or Dose froze? Chat, am I frozen or Dose? If y'all can hear me, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what happened. Is it me? What's going on? Lord, what happened? I don't know what just happened. Yo, chat. Okay. We still in here. We still pumping? Okay. We still pumping. Well, I want to talk to him about his he's back. Perfect, because I don't know what happened. I thought it was me, like everything froze, but
I thought that I was like, all right,
they said
I'm just sitting here.
I was about to go through the PFF with him and talk to him about who graded it, because we were talking linebackers. Which linebacker do you think graded out the worst?
Like that, I would say, or what they said. Is that
what you would say, and then I'll give you the prediction.
Okay. What I would say, the worst linebacker, I would say Derek Barnes.
Derek Barnes?
Yeah.
Okay. You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Okay. You're wrong.
He's got to be close.
Jared Davis graded out with a 44.8. What?
I disagree.
I'm going off with the proof is in the pudding.
I disagree. The proof can be in any pudding it wants to be. That pudding is old. That's wrong. I disagree. Now, I'm assuming that came about because it's a small. Here's the thing. Actually, I shouldn't say I disagree. It's a small sample size, and he had some clear misses, right? So that probably pulled his grade down because he had some good, he had some bad. But what I needed to see for my own, PFF grade, for my own, going forward with this player, he showed me what I needed to see. He showed me that he could move a lot better because he looks healthy. And 2, he showed me some work and coverage. I saw what I needed to see. I'm good to go with Jared Davis. He will make the team. I think you're on board with that now. So you've already prepared. I know you've been training for the last few weeks to get these squats done. Rad does them in his sleep at this point. Rad can get it done now.
Man,
right?
Look.
Rad knows what's coming. You know what's coming. You already know what's coming.
I still don't think he's going to.
You're trying to play this guy at fullback. You're like, hold up.
That's the only way he's going to make the team, fullback.
You're trying to put him on both sides of the ball at this point, right?
Jared Davis is only going to make the team if he plays fullback.
You know he's making the team. That's what's crazy. No, I like Jared. I like how Jared Davis played, though. I really did. And I think most fans did. I hope fans don't come back and say, well, he was actually terrible because they saw PFF didn't give him a great grade. Jared Davis made some plays, and I think he did some things for sure. He showed some good. And you even said it.
Jared Davis did solid. He did solid. He had a pass breakup. I think, I only seen improvement, I would say, in his pass drops, but I think his run fits were still terrible. Obviously, we already knew he could blitz. He got some pressure, things like that. But I'm not sold on Jared Davis. I'm not. I still don't like.
That's fair. You don't got to be sold, but he's making the team.
He's not making the team. Jared Davis will probably be on the next wave of cuts.
Shawnee and Hamilton will be interesting.
Jared Davis will be on the next wave of cuts. You heard me.
If Jared Davis gets if Jared Davis gets cut, I think it says a lot of good about where our linebacker room is at.
If we're going off PFF, because everybody just outgraded him by everybody doubled his grade.
Not Derek Barnes. I can tell you he didn't. I guarantee that.
Nah, Derek Barnes probably didn't. But Derek Barnes, he got a little bit of leeway because he's young. They
Why does he get
traded up to
leeway?
get him
No,
because
he didn't get leeway.
they traded up to get him.
Not for me. He
He's
don't get no
young.
dang leeway. He is young. He is young.
I mean, he's young.
But Derek Barnes, hey, Jared Davis learned something new now. He's figuring it out. He's getting healthy. He's back in his element. Give him a game to get ramped up. Where was Jeff Okudah in all of this? Because I thought Jeff Okudah, showed me some things. He's getting back to it.
I don't know what Okudah got graded out. I know.
So let me ask you this.
I got top corners and worst corner.
Where's Amani graded in this? Does it show Amani?
Not on the site I'm on.
Oh. I can see through your glasses. They're showing Amani on there. I'm pretty sure I can see Amani.
I have the top. I have the top and I have the worst.
Okay, so go through the worst they have listed.
AJ Parker, 39.3.
100% agree.
Top, obviously, was Chase Lucas.
No, I don't want to see the top. I want to see the worst.
I don't have the breakdown of like each one.
So you only got one player. They only listed one player.
I have top and worst.
Right. I just want to know the worst. Where are the 5 listed worst?
They don't have the 5 listed worst. You only get 2 names.
That's not right, man.
You only get 2 names.
So
let me see.
I'll go through the worst, chat, just so you can see. So they have Derek Barnes, Jared Davis. Oh, actually, Jared Davis graded better than Amani, AJ Parker, and Jayshon Cornell. Those are the 5. And based on that, Amani, come on, man. He gave up 1 reception. You know what I mean? 1 reception. But like 6 snaps. He's gonna be all right.
How did Kirby Joseph grade?
I don't know. Actually, I thought.
Oh God, I have it right here. I got it. I'm sorry.
You have.
He was the lowest. He was the lowest graded safety with a 47.8.
That's understandable. But I think
he gave up that touchdown.
In context, right? Because we understand. Like, yeah, he gave up a touchdown. He was also allowed another open pass. But what we need to see from a guy that's young, there's certain things that you need to see from him, and he showed you those.
Because the knock on him was he couldn't tackle, but he made every open field tackle he was supposed to make.
Yeah.
That was the knock on him. And then he needs more snaps.
Yeah, he just needs more snaps. So same thing I think with Jeff Okudah. He just needs more snaps.
Well, I mean, so would you play Okudah this week?
Yes. I would start Okudah this week. I would give him the whole first quarter.
Okay, let me talk you through this. Talk me through this. So so who's starting at corners this week? Mike Hughes or Will Harris and Okudah, or do you need to see Amani some more? I
don't know if I need. I would start Will, and I don't need to see Amani. I would start Will and Okudah, and at slot I would put AJ, and then I would back up Chase Lucas at slot, and I put Mike Hughes on the outside, and I back him up there, and I also put Savion Smith as my second string. I put Savion in the second string this week.
Who's your starting safeties this week?
My starting say I would play CJ Moore and Deshaun Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if
at nickel you said you would start AJ Parker over Chase Lucas?
Yeah.
Okay. I would flip that. I agree with you on I would agree up until this point. I would start Chase Lucas because I want to see what he does against the ones over AJ Parker. Because I know what I'm getting out of AJ Parker. He played a lot of games last year, and then we just seen him this past weekend. So I would personally, I want to see what I can get out of Chase Lucas against the ones. But I would start, that would be my starting corners. I would start those 2 as safety. On the edge, I would start. Houston would start on the edge. I want to see what I got out of Houston. I want to see how he. Nah, I can't put him in on the first 2 downs. Like I can't put him in on rundowns.
I'll start Pittman.
You start Pittman and who else?
My defensive end would be. I'm thinking Austin Bryant.
Okay,
no, I'm missing someone. I would start Austin Bryant, and then the inside I put John Kaminsky on the inside because I want to see him working there. And
Bugs.
I think I play Isaiah Bugs again. Yeah,
I thought he played well. Bugs and Kaminsky. We already went over to John. We went over to cuts today. It was only 3. It was Griffith, Given, and the center McCollum.
Yep.
McCollum. Those were your 3 cuts today.
Yep. It hurt Rad, man. He called me. He was very sad.
I was super sad, y'all. He's right.
Griffin got cut. He's like, dude,
I shed a tear.
This was my guy. I had the jersey lined up.
I
He's
did.
taking it to my guy to frame it. So he called me
Mm-hmm.
and he said my guy got cut today. That's what
I
you
did.
said.
He's right.
That's why he's wearing them
Nope.
glasses. He was crying before we got on here.
He's right, y'all. He's right.
Oh my gosh.
Why you got to call me out like that? Anyways, offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
It's all second string offensive line. Why are you laughing?
My eyes are just watering big time right now.
Because you was lying.
I would no. I
you
don't
cry
need to
when
see
you start lying.
I guess I would put Darren Skipper on the side, and I would put Kendall Lamb in there because I need him to be ramped up. We're not going to ramp. My concern is we're not going to change anything. We're not going to ramp anybody up, and guys like Kendall Lamb will have no shot at making the team, and I don't want that to be a thing. He played better than Dan Skipper last game. Stop playing around with it. We know what Dan Skipper is. I mean,
right.
When we talk about guys, we know what they are. Dan Skipper was not good. Matt Nelson was not good. Stop playing with it. You have a new guy in here in Kendall Lamb. That's who I want to see because he showed some promise.
So Kendall Lamb and the rookie. Go Kendall Lamb and the undrafted rookie. As can't think of his name.
I'm cool if they keep Eze in the back because he didn't play very well. He didn't earn to move up to me. If they do want to move up, I'm cool with that. But Kendall Lamb played better than the other guys, so I would say he earned at least get some look with other guys around him. Because the other two, I mean, the other tackles have been a disaster.
Right, 100%. Guards, Kramer, and Stenberg, and center Brown.
Yeah, we need more Stenberg in there. We need more Evan Brown. He needs to show some things. And
Kramer.
Yeah.
Okay. Quarterback should be Blau.
Yep. Oh no. Yeah.
I'm starting Blau. I'm starting Blau. Running backs, I'm probably starting Jamar Jefferson and Justin Jackson. I think I know what I'm getting out of Craig Reynolds. I wouldn't even play Craig Reynolds. I wouldn't play him. I think it needs to be Jamar Jefferson and Justin Jackson. Would you agree?
I'm trying to think. I want to see Godwin though. I really want
Godwin can get in there. Godwin can get in there.
Godwin
can get in.
I would keep Justin Jackson as my third. Behind those two.
Not me. I'm putting Justin Jackson. Honestly, I'm probably starting Justin Jackson and then rotating in Jamar Jefferson. Godwin would be third. Justin Jackson could either be first or second, but he needs to get in there.
I wouldn't.
And then you would. That's where we disagree. You would put in Godwin over just. I think Justin Jackson's better than. I mean, he's got NFL experience. I want to see what he can do with us.
It's true.
Wide receivers is Kennedy, Benson, and Pimpleton.
Well, hold up. We gotta. We don't need Josh or Chark, right? So behind that is. I mean, we don't need to see Khalif, so I'm on board with not seeing him. But yes, Benson. You said Benson, Kennedy, and Khalil.
Pimpleton.
Yeah, and then have Maurice Alexander behind those guys. I like that. Oh, I mean Pimpleton. My bad. Yeah, I like that. Khalil Pimpleton. Okay. That's his name. Yeah. And then tight end would be. I need to see Zylstra. If they're going to try to move Brock right to fullback, yeah. I need to see
Zylstra, and I need to see the rookie, bro.
Need to see him
if he's available.
Yep. And we need to see more Funchess. So I would mix Funchess in somewhere.
I think Funchess needs to get the start. To be real, I want to see how he does against the ones. Funchess gets the start.
So you're going to have okay.
And if Cephas is ready to play, Cephas needs to start also. Yep.
Yeah.
Unless we're keeping him for week 3.
Yeah. I'm with you there. If he's healthy, yes. But I don't need to see him personally. My thing is he is not on the roster bubble. I don't think Cephas is on the roster bubble. I think that's the thought. I don't think he's on the roster bubble.
I don't think he is either. And he shouldn't be, to be honest. Randall L likes him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
He's trying to fight back, but I don't think the Lions care. I think they know he's making the team.
And our fullback will be Gerard Davis.
You were waiting to say that. You were building up to that.
Oh, I was holding that in.
You were waiting for that one.
100%. You see how I saved that position for last?
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting to say that. Gerard Davis is at fullback. I was waiting. That was going to end it with that one. Mm-hmm. Fullback Gerard Davis, number 40. Mm-hmm. Breaking face mask and visors. I'm telling you, dog.
Well, if the day I hear the Lions do it in practice, I'm calling you immediately.
Handing out concussions. I'm telling you, he'll be a dog
Be
fullback.
interesting.
A dog
I know
fullback.
he
We
would. I
talked
know he
about that.
would.
Whoever just getting here, we talked about Dry Davis moving to fullback earlier in the show.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, does it make sense? What I'm saying was, if they feel like Cabina's not out for a long period of time, it'd be very tough to do that because then you'd have to try to pull him back. I mean, are you going to practice him at both in practice? I guess if you felt like you could move him at both, but just to do it for the preseason, because then at that point you're like, all right, he's just a fullback. Well, we're not keeping that. We got Jason Cabinda. He's not going to be the fullback. So now you're just cutting him no matter what.
I got to get a glimpse of it. I got to see what Dry Davis.
I would do both. Shoot, I play him at both.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I play him at both.
I would do that. I want to see him at fullback, bro. I really do. I would love to see him at fullback. What about who did we say who's starting at linebacker? Did we skip that position? I think Malcolm needs to start. I think he needs to get another start. I'm going Malcolm and Barnes.
Yep.
At linebacker starting.
Yep.
Again.
100%.
Again.
I think the linebacker group is fine. The way they're rotating it's cool with me. I like how they're rotating it. It's gonna be tough, man. I really don't know who we cut here. Because it's I mean, we got some like because Barnes.
We need 2 more cuts. We need 2 more cuts by tomorrow.
Right. But here's the thing: Malcolm won't be cut. Derek Barnes won't be cut. So we know Alex won't be cut. So we got 3. Do we keep 5? Because now it's like Sean Dean Hamilton, Chris Board, Jared Davis, Josh Woods. I feel like Josh Woods is definitely on the outs, but he played well.
I think Boswell's getting cut.
Pretty tough. The corner?
And Brady Breeze.
Why would Boswell get cut, man? Because of the touchdown?
And Autumn, we got so dang many corners, dog. Like
yeah, he will get cut.
We still got Gilbert, or Gilbert's getting cut. Somebody's getting cut. I think it's gonna be one of those corners are getting cut.
100%. Oh, you think tomorrow? You're saying by tomorrow?
Yeah, because we need 2 more people, and I think those 2 cuts are gonna be a cornerback position. And I don't know. I can't think of that last one.
It's tough.
Corner and.
That's tough, man. You predicting cuts?
I mean, we got 2 more. We gotta look. Let's throw it out. Who we gonna think, and then.
It feels like it's gonna be on the defense side of the ball, though.
I think it's Brady Breeze and.
I hope it's not Breeze, man. I need to see him.
I think it's gonna be Brady Breeze in a corner. I think it's gonna be.
Injured? It might.
Like Boswell or Gilbert. I don't want to throw Alexander. I know he's wide receiver, but because we want to see, I think they want to see what he can do a little bit more on that kickoff return.
Right. No, I feel that. You're gonna have to cut a corner. You're gonna have to. You got too many. I don't think they'd cut Gilbert. I think they like Gilbert more than Boswell. I think Boswell will come first.
So I think it's gonna be Boswell and Brady Breeze.
Dang, man, that's tough. I don't want to see Brady Breeze get cut, man. He didn't even play. I mean, if he's practicing, I wouldn't cut him. You haven't seen him play yet. Give him 1 more week. He got hurt on the kickoff, they said.
Well, what about the Juju? I can't think of his
Hughes. I don't know. He played good reps too. He did. I mean, I wouldn't keep him on the team. I don't think, but they're playing him a lot. They got him up there with Kirby.
I don't know him.
That's good though. I think Cedric Boswell makes sense that he would probably.
What about this guy? Like Joey said.
Nope. They cutting him, Mark. They cutting him, man. Right. Both, we all know they ain't cutting
No,
him.
they're not cutting him. Not yet. No, not yet. Well, shoot. Anything else?
That's crazy, man. My man said Josh Woods too when they trade for Roquan.
I seen that.
Look at him.
I love Roquan. I wish we would go get Roquan. Chat, y'all got any other questions before we head out? Doge, you got anything you want to say?
I need to go watch some more Roquan.
I told you to watch some Roquan.
Brad, you didn't watch no dang Roquan, man.
I already know about Roquan.
No, you don't. You don't know. I told you I know him in the hospital. So
I do. Savion Smith?
No, please no. He won't get cut.
Okay.
Savion is in a good spot right now. Playing personal protector, he's in a good spot.
Logan Stenberg in that.
Hey, Logan Stenberg.
Ooh, so whoever gets cut, they probably I don't think it'll be on Hard Knocks.
It could be. I mean, I don't know how fast they edit over there, but
I was about to say they got to do some editing.
Yeah, it definitely could. I don't think they would. I don't think they would on these. These guys are too far out of the roster. I think that big gap is when they're going to show them. I don't think they would do it here because there's no like why would they show Ryan McCollum getting cut? Like people don't care.
Right.
Who is this?
100%.
You know, you didn't know you didn't know who Noah Giffen was. Like they're not going to show that.
What if they cut Riley Patterson tomorrow?
See, that's interesting. That's interesting. They won't because they want the kicker battle. But Riley Patterson probably ultimately will get cut. That's what is shaping out to happen. For sure. I was going to ask you this though, this week. What was your biggest concern takeaway from the game?
Tricky
and what
Nicky
was
in the building?
Oh yeah.
Tricky Nicky.
And what has the game changed your opinion on wins and losses? That's a good question too. Because I would say, what's your biggest concern and what's your biggest good takeaway? That doesn't make any sense. But I couldn't think of how to word that from the game.
So you want to know like what I took away from the game? Just like good and bad?
Like your biggest concern you took away and the biggest like good thing you took away.
My biggest Okay. So the biggest thing I like the biggest takeaway I'm going to say is that our offensive line looked good. They played very well. They controlled the line of scrimmage when it came to the run and pass. Goff had a good pocket. Our running backs were averaging over 5 yards. So they looked how they were supposed to look, like a top 5 offensive line unit. They look like that. And that's going to be our success this year. If they can play well, we can be in a lot of football games. Plain and simple, because I feel like we have the offensive pieces to keep up in a shootout with the majority of the NFL. But it all depends on our offensive line. And for them to come out, first drive, come down and get points, control that line of scrimmage, give a good pocket for Goff. That's what I love. I love seeing that.
It was awesome.
My biggest concern, I've been preaching it, is stopping the run.
100%. I agree.
Stopping the run. That's my biggest concern. And I keep banging the table. Like I like our linebackers. I don't want people to think we don't have a good linebacker room. We have a cool linebacker room. They're just young. But I know we probably never going to even be in a Roquan Smith like talks. But I think we do need a dog, like a game changer at linebacker. Hopefully that can be Malcolm Rodriguez, but right now it's just not it. So stopping the run is still my biggest concern, bro. We used to get gashed last year, and we let a piss poor Atlanta offensive line and running back gash us again this past week. So stopping the run is my biggest concern. Like, bro, we still showed that we continue to get gashed, and it comes off linebackers' run fits. If our linebackers were where they're supposed to be in their gaps, those 9-yard gains is only a 1 to 2 yard gain. If they make the tackle, we got to make tackles too.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think Barnes messed up multiple times there. There was also a couple runs that were just created by giving up the outside. The one was AJ Parker peeking his head in. 2 of them were Barnes. One was Barnes missed a tackle, and it was a gap. Then it was AJ Parker peeking in. I mean, those were the 3 big runs we had.
True.
And now, if you want to point to scrambling, it's because it's a different situation, right?
We didn't really contain, or he hit up the pocket like.
Yeah, I won't count.
We can game plan for a mobile quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, we
can game plan for a mobile quarterback.
So I ain't worried about that. But Derek Barnes does need to take a step up. Otherwise, I feel like we have guys, and I bring up Josh Woods, that played well, that held it down. Now, I still will give some blame to the defense line there because Jayshon Cornell being that low, there were certain runs in there with Jayshon Cornell where it threw off everything.
It was bad.
And he was just getting it was like a zone run, man. You're back 3 yards. Like, what is happening? Where's the linebacker going to go now? There's nowhere. It's like, so, defense line got to be better, but I thought Barnes definitely missed a few early in there. And that's why I think some of these, they should give some guys some shots in there. Whether that's Board, if they want to go with the vet, fine. Go with the vet. Go with Sean and Hamilton. Or go with Josh Woods. Go with the guy that was with you last year that got chances. Because that was the guy to me that missed a couple opportunities. Otherwise, it was just you lost containment one time on AJ Parker.
I would agree.
Because we did pretty well stopping the run after that. For a majority of the game, we did actually pretty well stopping the run after that. We had a couple little chunks given up, but we weren't too bad after that. And coverage got way better too. I'll give him that credit too. Coverage got way better.
It did. It definitely did. You're right.
Because Ritter was less than 50% completing. He was tempered.
He was. He had some good scrambles, and then he threw up a prayer and got, it got answered.
We got beat on scrambles a lot that game. That's,
We
I mean,
did,
that was
but we can
killing
game
it.
plan for that. That's something we can game
See,
plan for.
agree
But
100%.
we gotta
Yes.
stop the run, though. We got to.
That was our biggest issue last season, was stopping the run. I will say that. I believe that was our biggest issue last season. Defensively, was stopping the run. The amount of times teams just ran the football on us, they didn't have to do anything else. It was just run the football.
Just
The
run.
numbers
And I
are
don't want that
unreal.
to happen. We need to be able to stop the run and make teams one-dimensional, and that's going to help us get after the quarterback because we know they're passing. That's when the Aiden Hutchinson can get those 2 to 3 sacks in a game and things like that. Charles Harris coming up big, stuff like that. Any news on Big V? Nah. I know he did leave. Didn't he leave practice?
Yeah, someone said he wasn't there. Someone said he
and then
left
Levi,
early.
ain't no update on Levi. He got a broke back, spinals.
They said Levi wouldn't be traveling, right? And then they said they're not sure if they'll. He kind of pulled him in there with Kabinda. Not sure if they'll. They don't think they'll be ready for the Steelers game, which is the last preseason game, but they're not sure about week 1. So
Richie Rich by Cephas. Oh no. Well, my back is killing me. I gotta kill it. I'm done. My back and my hip hurts.
Right, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know what kind of chair we're supposed to get that doesn't hurt your backs.
I'm hurting, and I got a pretty expensive chair, man.
You got a sweet chair. Yours has words on it. What does that say? Respawn.
Respawn. It's one of their.
That's what you need to do. You need to respawn right now, right?
Reclining gaming chair. It's got a bunch of cushion, but I'm hurting, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
If you were holding a controller right now, you probably feel great.
I'm hurting. Oh, my back, my neck, and my back. Hey, shout out to the chat.
A beanbag chair.
Get a beanbag chair. Hey, we appreciate you. It's Spinals over here, dog.
That's
we
funny.
Appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Dose, we're going Thursday on Dose channel. Thursday.
There we go.
Thursday.
Sounds good, man.
And y'all know we coming back again this Saturday for After Dark edition. Ooh.
After party rat. Hey, and we play at 1. We play at 1.
So we're gonna talk about it.
Early your time. What, 10?
We're gonna talk about it.
That's cool.
It's 10. It's 10. And we're gonna go live Saturday night.
But ran on the pub list.
Yeah, I'm on the pup list, y'all. Hey, hit that like button, click subscribe if you ain't subscribed. We'll be back Thursday. My back hurts. I gotta go. Spinals.
We're gonna talk about Hard Knocks Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday we talking about Hard Knocks. Duh.
There we go.
Dose, be easy.
You too, man.
Chat, be easy. Drink water. Stay blessed. And I have anything else. And there's Dose with his sticky notes. Staples. Y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit that like button and we out, y'all.
You're still here?
Spinals.
It's over.
My back is broken.
Go home.